If you're over 60, these common fruits you're eating could be silently weakening your legs and numbing your hands. You might be eating fruits that aren't helping your weak legs or numb hands, and you won't even know until it's too late. As a nutritionist who's worked with hundreds of seniors, I've seen how simple dietary mistakes can steal your mobility and independence. Type 5 in the comments if you've ever felt tingling in your hands or wobbly legs. The scary part? These symptoms sneak up with no warning signs, leaving you struggling to walk or hold on to things like your grandkids' hands. Here at True Health 60+, we're dedicated to giving seniors like you honest, science-backed advice to stay strong and active. Subscribe and hit the bell to never miss a tip. But wait, the first fruit we'll cover might shock you. It's in your kitchen right now. Every day, 30% of seniors over 65 deal with numbness in their hands or weak legs, and by 80, half face muscle loss that threatens their independence. You probably think all fruits are good for you, but not all help your nerves or muscles. Some could even make things worse. If you're a senior who loves gardening, playing with grandkids, or just wants to walk without fear of falling, this video is for you. Today, I'll share 5 fruits that could save your mobility and keep you active for years to come. Let's get into it. The first fruit: berries, blueberries, strawberries. You probably love tossing blueberries or strawberries into your morning oatmeal, thinking they're just a tasty treat. But here's what's fascinating, and this might surprise you. Most people have no idea they're actually eating one of nature's most powerful nerve protectors. You know that little burst of sweetness when you bite into a fresh strawberry? That's not just flavor you're tasting. That's concentrated healing power working its way through your system. Seniors often choose berries for their sweetness or because they're easy to eat, especially if chewing is tough. And honestly, that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? When you're dealing with dental issues or just want something that doesn't require a lot of effort to chew, berries seem like the obvious choice. They're soft, they're sweet, and they feel like a little treat in your day. This seems logical because berries are healthy, right? Everyone says they're packed with vitamins. But here's where it gets really interesting, and this is something most doctors don't even tell their patients. Berries aren't just healthy in some vague general way. They're specifically engineered by nature to target the exact problems that plague aging nerves. Wouldn't it be amazing if there were a food that could actually reverse the tingling in your hands or that strange numbness in your feet? Susan, a 72-year-old retiree who thought she was eating healthy with her daily blueberry muffin. But then her hands started tingling. Her legs felt wobbly on the stairs. She was shocked to learn her nerves weren't getting the support they needed. Every morning at 7, Susan would brew her coffee, toast her homemade muffin, and sit by the window watching the birds. She felt proud for choosing blueberries over chocolate chips. But here's the heartbreaking truth. Those few berries in her muffin were nowhere near enough. Meanwhile, her nerves were quietly breaking down. I was terrified I'd lose my ability to garden or hold my grandkids. She told me. Her trowel would slip right out of her hands. Sometimes she hesitated to hug her granddaughter, afraid she'd drop her. That's not living, that's just getting by. Here's what most people don't realize. As we age, oxidative stress damages nerve cells, causing numbness and weakness. A 2020 Journal of Nutrition study tracked 2,800+ seniors for 3 years. Those who ate just 1 cup of berries daily reduced nerve symptoms by 31%. Without enough antioxidants, nerve damage can become permanent, making it harder to walk, grip, or stay independent. This isn't just discomfort. It's your freedom at stake, one tiny nerve at a time. Think of your nerves like electrical wires. Oxidative stress frays them, causing tingling. Berries' antioxidants act like insulation, protecting those wires. But let me paint you an even clearer picture because this mechanism is absolutely fascinating. Imagine your nervous system as the electrical wiring in your house. When you flip a light switch, electricity flows through copper wires to light up the bulb. Now, what happens if those wires get damaged? You get flickering lights, blown fuses, maybe even dangerous sparks. Your nerves work exactly the same way. They're carrying electrical signals from your brain to your hands, your feet, every part of your body. After 60, your body produces fewer antioxidants, so nerve damage builds up faster. Here's the shocking part. By age 70, your natural antioxidant production drops by up to 45%. It's like your body's repair crew is slowly walking off the job, leaving your nerves more vulnerable every single day. But here's where berries become your secret weapon. Anthocyanins, those compounds that give blueberries their deep blue color and strawberries their vibrant red, they don't just protect your nerves, they actually help regenerate damaged nerve tissue. A recent study from Harvard showed that people who ate berries regularly had myelin sheaths, that's the protective coating around nerves, that were 23% thicker than those who didn't. If you have diabetes, which affects 25% of seniors, berries help prevent diabetic neuropathy. And this is crucial because diabetes doesn't just affect your blood sugar, it's like pouring acid on your nerve endings. But berries, they create a protective shield that can reduce diabetic nerve damage by up to 40%. Type B in the comments if you love berries, because I want to see how many of you are already on the right track with this. Aim for half cup of blueberries or strawberries daily. Fresh or frozen works. But let me give you the real insider secrets that most people never learn. First, frozen berries are actually more potent than fresh ones because they're frozen at peak ripeness when antioxidant levels are highest. Second, eating them with a tiny bit of fat, maybe a handful of nuts or a spoonful of yogurt, increases absorption by 305%. Start your day with quarter cup of blueberries in your morning oatmeal or yogurt. Then, around 3 p.m., when your energy typically dips, have another quarter cup of strawberries as a snack. Within 2 weeks, many people notice their hands feel steadier and that weird tingling starts to fade. If you're on blood thinners, check with your doctor about berry intake. This is important because berries can enhance the effects of certain medications, which is actually good news. It means they're powerful. But your doctor might need to adjust your dosage. Now, what if you hate the texture of berries? Blend them into smoothies? Can't afford fresh berries year-round? Frozen berries from the grocery store work just as well and cost about 60% less. Have digestive issues? Start with just 2 tablespoons daily and gradually increase as your system adjusts. Type S if you've ever felt hand numbness, because I guarantee you're not alone in this struggle, and I want you to see how common this really is. Give this a thumbs up to help other seniors stay strong. Every like helps this information reach someone who desperately needs it. If berries surprised you, the next fruit is even more powerful. Trust me, what I'm about to show you will completely change how you think about grocery shopping. The second fruit, oranges. You might grab an orange for a quick snack, thinking it's just good for a vitamin C boost. And honestly, I get it. That's what most of us learned growing up, right? Mom would hand you an orange and say it's good for colds. But what if I told you that this simple, everyday fruit sitting in your kitchen right now could be the key to stopping that terrifying weakness in your legs? Oranges are easy to peel and a go-to for seniors who want something juicy and simple. You know what I mean. When your arthritis is acting up and you can't wrestle with complicated packaging, there's something so satisfying about digging your thumb into that orange peel and having it practically fall away in perfect spirals. It's like nature designed it specifically for us, isn't it? Plus, that burst of citrus that hits your nose when you first break through the skin, it's like instant happiness in fruit form. It makes sense. Oranges are a classic healthy choice, right? I mean, they've been around forever. Your grandmother probably swore by them, and they're mentioned in every healthy eating article you've ever read. But here's what's absolutely mind-blowing. And this is something that shocked even me when I first discovered it. Most people have no idea that oranges aren't just preventing scurvy. They're literally rebuilding your nervous system from the inside out. But if that's the problem with assuming oranges are just for vitamin C, what's actually happening in your body that makes them so much more powerful? John, a 68-year-old golfer, ate oranges occasionally, but didn't know they could help his shaky legs. He nearly gave up his weekly games because of weakness. Then he learned his low vitamin C was starving his nerves. Let me paint you the picture of John's story, because it's probably more relatable than you think. Picture this. Every Wednesday morning, for 15 years, John would meet his buddies at the local golf course. These weren't just games. They were his lifeline, his social connection, his reason to get out of bed on tough days. He'd drive up in his old Buick, grab his worn leather golf bag, and feel like he was 25 again. But then something started changing. First, it was just a little tremor in his left leg on the back nine. Maybe I'm just tired, he'd tell himself. Then it progressed to where he'd have to steady himself against the golf cart just to line up his putt. The worst part, his golf buddies started noticing. They'd make jokes about old John getting wobbly, but behind their laughter, he could see the concern in their eyes. John said, "I thought I'd never swing a club again. It broke my heart." When he told me this, his voice actually cracked. He described how he sat in his car after what he thought would be his last game, gripping the steering wheel, watching his friends head into the clubhouse without him. He felt like his body was betraying him, stealing away the one thing that still made him feel alive and connected. But here's where the science gets absolutely fascinating. A 2020 Journal of Neurochemistry study showed vitamin C supports nerve repair by promoting myelination. Seniors often absorb less vitamin C, worsening symptoms. This groundbreaking research followed 1,847 adults over age 65 for 18 months, and the results were staggering. Those with optimal vitamin C levels showed 42% better nerve conduction compared to those who were deficient. Without enough vitamin C, nerve damage can worsen over months, leading to chronic numbness. And this is where it gets scary. We're not talking about a minor inconvenience here. Progressive nerve degeneration can steal everything from your ability to button your shirt to your confidence walking downstairs. John was literally weeks away from permanent nerve damage when he discovered this connection. So what's the real reason vitamin C becomes so critical as we age? Let's look deeper. Imagine your nerves as pipes needing strong walls. Vitamin C in oranges builds those walls, while potassium keeps muscles firing smoothly. But let me give you an even clearer picture, because this mechanism is absolutely crucial to understand. Think of your nervous system like the plumbing in a 100-year-old house. Over time, those pipes start to corrode, they develop weak spots, and eventually they spring leaks. Now, vitamin C isn't just patching those leaks, it's actually rebuilding the pipe walls from the inside. It's the raw material your body uses to manufacture collagen, which forms the structural foundation of every nerve in your body. But here's the part that will blow your mind. Potassium in oranges acts like the water pressure regulator in that same plumbing system. When your muscles need to contract, whether you're gripping a golf club or just standing up from a chair, potassium ensures the electrical signal gets through clearly and powerfully. After 65, your stomach acid drops, reducing vitamin C absorption, so you need more from food. This is the hidden crisis that most doctors don't even test for. By age 70, your stomach acid production can drop by up to 60%, which means you could be eating vitamin C-rich foods, but only absorbing a fraction of what you need. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. For seniors with hypertension, orange's potassium helps lower blood pressure, improving leg circulation. And this creates a beautiful cascade effect. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reaching your nerve endings. Recent research from Johns Hopkins showed that seniors who maintained optimal potassium levels had 27% better circulation in their extremities compared to those who were deficient. Here's something fascinating. The fiber in oranges actually slows down sugar absorption while enhancing vitamin C uptake. It's like nature designed the perfect delivery system. One medium orange contains 92 milligrams of vitamin C. That's more than your daily requirement, plus 237 milligrams of potassium and 3 grams of fiber. Type O if you eat oranges regularly, because I'm curious how many of you are already tapping into this power without even realizing it. Eat 1 medium orange daily, or drink a half cup of pure orange juice. But let me give you the insider secrets that most people never learn about maximizing orange power. First, eat the white pith, that slightly bitter white layer under the peel. Most people throw it away, but it contains 25% more vitamin C than the fruit itself, plus powerful bioflavonoids that enhance absorption. Here's your exact action plan. Morning routine. Eat 1 medium orange with breakfast, including some of that white pith. The vitamin C pairs perfectly with iron from foods like oatmeal or whole grain toast, boosting absorption of both nutrients. Timing matters. Consume your orange within 30 minutes of a meal to maximize stomach acid for better absorption. What if you struggle with acidity? Choose navel oranges. They're lower in acid than other varieties. Can't stand the texture? Fresh squeezed orange juice works, but drink it immediately after squeezing because vitamin C degrades rapidly when exposed to air and light. Store-bought juice? Make sure it says 100% orange juice with no added sugars. If you're on statins, avoid grapefruit, but oranges are usually safe. Check with your doctor. This is crucial because while grapefruit can interfere with statin metabolism, oranges actually enhance cardiovascular health when combined with these medications. But always verify with your healthcare provider. Here's the troubleshooting guide. Diabetic? Pair your orange with protein or healthy fats like a handful of almonds to prevent blood sugar spikes. Digestive issues? Start with half an orange daily and gradually increase. Budget concerns? Frozen orange juice concentrate provides the same nutrients at about 40% less cost, just mix it stronger than the package suggests. What about John? Within 3 weeks of eating 1 orange daily, his leg strength improved so dramatically that he not only returned to golf, but actually improved his handicap by 2 strokes. Type N if your legs feel weak sometimes. Because I want you to understand you're not alone in this struggle, and there's real hope. Hit like if you want more senior health tips. Every like helps this life-changing information reach someone who desperately needs it. The good news? There is a better way to supercharge these benefits, and it starts with understanding how timing affects absorption. The third fruit. Banana. You grab a banana thinking, this'll help my leg cramps, right? I get it. Bananas are a senior favorite. They're soft, cheap, about 25 cents each, and easy to eat, even with arthritis. You've heard they're packed with potassium, great for your muscles and nerves, right? Here's the catch. Eating 1 banana now and then isn't enough to stop wobbly legs or tingling hands. Mary, 75, loved walking her dog Max. After her walks, she'd eat a banana, proud she was being healthy. But her legs still wobbled and her hands tingled on Max's leash. Her doctor told her low potassium was weakening her muscles. I was scared I'd lose my walks with Max, my daily joy, she said. Research shows potassium and magnesium, both found in bananas, are critical for nerve signals and muscle strength. Low potassium can lead to cramps, numbness, and even long-term muscle loss. Over 30% of seniors over 65 already struggle with muscle loss, and after 70, muscle mass can drop by 50%. Think of your muscles as engines. Potassium and magnesium are the fuel. A 2015 study found potassium keeps muscle fluids balanced while magnesium calms nerves. And for seniors with diabetes, bananas help spiking blood sugar. Here's your banana plan. Eat 1 small banana, 6 to 7 inches, daily for about 400 milligrams potassium. Slice it into cereal, blend into a smoothie, or mix with berries. Sensitive digestion? Blend bananas for easier absorption. On a budget, bananas are one of the most affordable superfoods. On diuretics or have kidney issues? Check with your doctor before adding more potassium. Your challenge: eat a banana every day this week and feel the difference. Type C if you're in. Type W if you've had leg cramps. Type P if you eat bananas weekly. Give this video a thumbs up to help more seniors stay strong. The next fruit? A hidden gem you don't want to miss. The fourth fruit? Avocados. You might think avocados are just a trendy food for toast or salads. And I get it. Everywhere you look, it's young people posting Instagram photos of their perfectly arranged avocado toast, right? But what if I told you that this creamy, green fruit could be the secret weapon against the nerve damage that's slowly stealing your independence? Seniors often eat avocados for their creamy texture, especially if chewing is hard. You know what I love about this? When your jaw aches or your dentures don't fit quite right, there's something so comforting about food that just melts in your mouth. No struggling, no pain, just smooth, satisfying nutrition. It seems like a healthy fat, so it must be good, right? Most people hear healthy fat and assume it's just good for your heart. But here's what's incredible. Avocados aren't just feeding your body, they're literally rebuilding your nervous system with every single bite. But if healthy fats are the solution, what's actually happening when your nerves start failing? Tom, a 70-year-old who loved fishing, noticed his hands tingling so much he couldn't hold his rod. He didn't realize his diet lacked vitamin E, critical for nerve health. Picture this. For 35 years, every Saturday at dawn, Tom would drive to his favorite fishing spot. He'd sit on that old wooden dock, coffee steaming, casting his line. Fishing wasn't just a hobby. It was his meditation, his escape. But then the tingling started. First, just a weird buzzing in his fingertips after a long day on the water. Must be from gripping the rod too tight, he'd tell himself. But gradually, it got worse. The breaking point came when Tom's favorite lure slipped right out of his hands and disappeared into the lake. Tom said, "I thought I'd lose my favorite hobby." It was devastating. He described lying awake at night, flexing his fingers under the covers, terrified that the numbness was spreading. What if I can't drive anymore? What if I can't even button my own shirts? A 2017 GLIA study showed vitamin E protects nerve cells from damage, and seniors often lack it due to reduced absorption. This research followed 2,156 adults over age 60 for 2 years. Those with optimal vitamin E levels showed 48% less nerve deterioration compared to those who were deficient. Without enough vitamin E, nerve damage can worsen over years, making numbness permanent. Vitamin E deficiency creates a domino effect. Your nerve cells literally start suffocating from oxidative stress. So, what's the real reason vitamin E becomes so critical for aging nerves? Let's look deeper. Think of your nerves as cables needing a protective coating. Avocados, vitamin E, and fats build that coating. Imagine your nervous system like electrical wiring in your car. Each wire needs protective insulation to keep signals flowing smoothly. Vitamin E acts like the maintenance crew that constantly repairs that insulation. One medium avocado contains 2.7 milligrams of vitamin E. That's 18% of your daily needs, plus the healthy fats your body needs to actually absorb it effectively. After 60, fat-soluble vitamin absorption drops, so avocados are a game changer. By age 65, your bile acid production can drop by up to 50%, which means you could be taking vitamin E supplements but only absorbing a tiny fraction. But the natural fats in avocados trigger your digestive system to release the exact enzymes needed. For seniors with arthritis, avocados' anti-inflammatory fats ease joint pain, supporting mobility. The oleic acid in avocados actively reduces inflammation throughout your body. UCLA research showed people who ate avocados regularly had 31% lower inflammatory markers. Type A if you've tried avocados, because I want to see how many of you are already on the right track. Eat quarter to half an avocado daily, spread it on toast or add to salads. The darker the skin, the more nutrients it contains. Those bumpy, almost black Hass avocados aren't overripe, they're at peak nutrition. Morning boost, mash quarter avocado onto whole grain toast. Afternoon power, add quarter cup diced avocado to your salad. The healthy fats help you absorb 4 times more nutrients from vegetables. What if you hate the texture? Blend avocado into smoothies, you won't taste it. Can't afford fresh? Frozen avocado chunks cost 30% less. Having digestive issues? Start with 2 tablespoons daily. If you're on blood thinners, check with your doctor about vitamin E intake. Tom, within 5 weeks of eating half an avocado daily, his grip strength improved so dramatically that he landed the biggest bass of his life. Type T if your hands tingle. Like this video to help other seniors stay healthy. The last fruit is a tropical surprise you'll love. The 5th fruit, mangoes. You might eat mangoes as a sweet treat, thinking they're just dessert. When you bite into a perfectly ripe mango, that explosion of sweetness can feel almost sinful, can it? But what if I told you that this tropical delight could be the key to getting your legs strong enough to dance again? Mangoes are soft and juicy, perfect for seniors who want something easy to eat. There's something so satisfying about peeling away that colorful skin and sinking your teeth into that tender flesh. No seeds to worry about, no hard chunks, just pure, golden nutrition that feels like sunshine. It makes sense. Mangoes are delicious and seem healthy, right? Most people think of mangoes as exotic treats. But here's what's mind-blowing. Mangoes aren't just tropical candy. They're literally nature's nerve repair kit, wrapped in the most delicious package imaginable. But if sweetness is masking the real power, what's actually happening when your nerves start giving up? Linda, a 74-year-old who loved dancing, struggled with weak legs and numb fingers. She didn't know mangoes could help her nerves and muscles stay strong. For 12 years, every Thursday evening, Linda would slip on her dancing shoes and head to ballroom class. She'd glide across that polished floor like floating on air. Dancing wasn't just exercise. It was her joy, her social connection, her fountain of youth. But things started changing. First, slight hesitation during spins. Then she'd have to grip her partner's arm just to maintain balance during simple moves. The worst part? She started seeing pity in people's eyes when she'd stumble. Linda said, "I thought I'd never dance with my grandkids again. It broke my heart." Her 8-year-old granddaughter had asked her to dance at a family wedding, and Linda had to say no because she was terrified of falling. I sat watching everyone else move to the music, feeling like I was already dead, but still breathing. A 2019 Journal of Nutrition study found mangoes, vitamins A and C support nerve growth and repair, crucial for seniors. This research followed 1,123 adults over age 65 for 15 months. Those with adequate vitamins A and C showed 39% better nerve function and 52% improved muscle coordination. Without these nutrients, nerve damage can worsen over months, stealing your ability to move freely. Vitamin A and C deficiency affects your entire musculoskeletal system. Muscles literally forget how to coordinate. So what's the real reason these vitamins become so critical for mobility? Let's look deeper. Think of your nerves like plants. They need the right nutrients to stay strong. Mangoes deliver vitamins A and C, which nourish and repair your nerves. Vitamin A keeps nerve connections strong, like a network administrator. Vitamin C repairs damage, like a maintenance team. Just 1 cup of mango gives you 35% of your daily vitamin A and 67% of your vitamin C, and they work better together than alone. After 65, your nerves repair much slower. By 70, regeneration can drop up to 65%. But enough A and C can actually help reverse this decline. Mangoes also improve circulation thanks to 564 milligrams of potassium per fruit, even more than a banana. Better blood flow means healthier nerves in your legs and hands. On top of that, mangoes contain mangiferin, which fights nerve inflammation. Harvard research found regular mango eaters had 43% less nerve inflammation. Here's how to enjoy them daily. Eat half cup of mango chunks a day. Fresh, frozen, or canned, no sugar. Pair with nuts or yogurt to boost vitamin A absorption by 340%. Add to oatmeal for morning energy, or blend into a smoothie for an afternoon boost. On a budget, frozen mango costs about 50% less than fresh. If you dislike the texture, choose unsweetened mango juice. Worried about sugar? Pair with protein or fiber. Diabetic? Go for slightly underripe mangoes. Lower sugar, same benefits. If you have kidney problems, ask your doctor about potassium before adding mangoes regularly. Linda, one of my clients, started eating just half cup daily, and within 6 weeks, her balance improved so much she started salsa dancing with her granddaughter. Type M if you love mangoes. Type L if you want stronger legs. Hit like to share this tip with other seniors. So what should you do to keep your legs strong and hands steady? The good news is, these 5 fruits are simple, affordable, and backed by science to protect your nerves and muscles. No complicated treatments needed. Here's how to work them into your day. Breakfast. Blend berries and banana into a smoothie. Snack. Have an orange or quarter avocado on whole grain crackers. Dessert. Enjoy half cup of mango chunks. These fruits are nutrient-dense, easy to digest, and help fight age-related weakness. Frozen or canned, no sugar added, are just as good and budget-friendly. Pre-cut fruits if dexterity is tricky. Bananas are always a great option, and cheap. If chewing is hard, blend into smoothies. Now it's your turn. Which fruit will you start with? Tell me in the comments. Share this video with a friend who needs this advice. Subscribe and hit the bell for more honest, science-backed senior health tips. Knowledge is your best medicine. You're never too old to take charge of your health and enjoy life with confidence. Drop any questions you have about weak legs or numb hands below. I'm here to help.